purpose for being here. All right, so let's repeat after me. I am somebody. I am somebody. No matter what the court says, no matter what my family says, no matter what my significant other may say, I am somebody. I'm better than me, and I'm better than God. Give yourself a hand. We're asking the question today, what's your vision? You gotta have vision for your life. You have things in life that you want to accomplish, maybe goals and dreams you've forgotten about. In order for you to get there, you have to have a vision for your life. You know, I'm gonna give you 3 things to help you get to that place where you can create and manifest that vision in your life that's in your heart, okay? Number 1 is that vision creates eyesight. Vision creates eyesight. What I mean by that, I love the story about Helen Keller. Helen Keller, who went on to be, who was both blind and deaf, went on to earn a Bachelor of Arts degree, but she didn't stop there. Helen Keller went on to be a political activist. She went on to be a lecturer out there as well as a novelist. She's had books and movies written about her. A journalist asked her one day and said, Helen, is there anything worse than blindness? And Helen said, yes, eyesight, but no vision. Eyesight, but no vision. You have to have a vision for your life. The next thing you want to do is you want to feed your vision. Feed your vision. Okay, what do I mean by that? When you discover what your vision is or reinvent what your vision is, what you have to do is you have to feed it. What things can you do to feed your business, your vision? Whether it's to start a business, you can read books, you can see CDs, you can see podcasts, you got all kind of things. You got not only podcasts, you got all kind of books, you name it. You got things that you can do to help stoke and feed that vision. To feed that desire that you have on the inside of you. Feed your vision, okay? If you start feeding your vision, you will starve your doubts. If you feed your vision, you'll starve your doubts. So you gotta make sure you feed your vision with the right things to keep your vision moving forward and motivated. The third thing is that not only once you feed that vision, once you got it clear cut in your mind, the next thing you wanna do is you wanna write that vision down. Scripture even tells us that write the vision and make it plain upon tables that those who read it can run with it. You got to have something in front of you that you can look at and read every day that can get you to that place. I remember reading a story about this time last year about a man named Steve. But back then he wasn't a man, he was a young man. He was a young man in middle school. And there was an assignment given in the class that day. The teacher told everybody to write down what they wanted to be and turn in an essay on it. Steve was excited. So he went home, wrote out his essay and said he wanted to be on TV. Okay, that was his number 1 thing. He wanted to be on TV. So he went to school the next day, turned in his essay, and then the teacher asked who wants to kind of tell the class about where they want to go. Steve raised his hand and she said, come on up, Steve, tell us for a while what you want to do. Steve got in front of the class and said, I want to be on TV. He explained why he wanted to be on TV. He explained why TV was so important to him. He explained why he was going to be famous and be on TV. The teacher said to him something that was kind of shocking. She looked at him and said, Steve, let me ask you a question. Your parents haven't been on TV? He said, no. He said, do you know anybody that's on TV? He said, no. And she told him, well, you may want to forget about that because you don't know anybody on TV. You'll never make it on TV. Little Steve was crushed. He went home that day and he was soaking in his room. Father got home from work. When father got home from work, his father went in his room, saw him soaking, and said, what's wrong? He said, well, I turned in my assignment today. The teacher told me that I can't be on TV because I don't know nobody on TV. Our family's never been on TV, so I'll never be on TV. And his father looked at him and said, well, what is it that you want to do? He said, I want to be on TV. He said, okay, fine, and here's what you do. He said, you go back tomorrow and you turn in your assignment saying about how you want to be a police officer, okay? Now, write down what you really want to do being on TV. He wrote it down. He wrote down why he wanted to be on TV. His father told him, take that piece of paper, put it right there on your desk. I want you to watch that or look at it every morning you get up. And when you get up every morning, I want you to see that piece of paper. When you go to bed at night, I want you to see that piece of paper. Every time you watch TV, you're not watching your favorite TV characters anymore. You're seeing yourself on TV. You're not seeing Bill Cosby. You're not seeing Sidney Poitier. You're seeing yourself on TV. 30 years later, because he took his father's advice, Steve Harvey is one of the most famous faces on TV right now because he had vision. He knew where he wanted to go. What's your vision?